Welcome back. I'm Kansai Sprockets, and in this video I would like to take you through step by step on how to disassemble, service and reassemble your Shimano Nexus Inter-3 hub. For those new to this hub, I can't recommend them highly enough, as they are very cheap to buy and maintain, and they are perfect for city riding and commercial bicycles. Properly maintained, they'll last many years. For the first timer, this may take an hour and some change, but experienced mechanics can do this in under 25 minutes. Let's get to it. First thing is to remove this snap ring. Using a flathead screwdriver, wedge the driver under the snap ring and remove it. Watch the pop. As it tends to fly off. Remove the sprocket and give it a clean. In a circular motion, gently pry off the dust cover with a flathead screwdriver, then remove by hand. Give the dust cover a clean until something to this effect. The non-drive side has a flat section on the axle for clamping in a vise. I find it unnecessary to use a vise, but that's at your discretion. From here you'll need an adjustable wrench or a 17mm spanner, along with the 13mm cone wrench. You don't need all the fancy tools. I'm still sporting tools from the 90s. Loosen the lock nut. Remove it. Then remove the cone. Go on to remove the internal assembly from the hub body. And now get to cleaning. I prefer using cotton rags over shop towels for heavy cleaning. A toothbrush works very well for this job. Round 1 cleaning should result in something to this effect. On to bearing removal. I replace them entirely every 5,000 kilometers, but if you're reusing them, take extra care not to lose any, as they'll almost certainly pop out of the cage. Drop the bearings into a degreaser pot and do your thing. Using something magnetic for this step makes it easy to place them on a towel or rag and allow them to air dry. Give the bearing cage a clean. I find cotton buds very effective for fiddly work. Wipe the bearing race. And round 2 of cleaning will look something like this. Time to remove the ring gear unit and get into the transmission. To do this, you'll need your wrench again, but a 15mm cone wrench this time. Loosen the lock nut. Remove the cone. Gently lift the bearings out. And even more gently, remove the driver unit. Delicately twisting the transmission assembly, remove the ring gear unit. The ring gear unit contains delicate springs for the pawls, which aren't available as replacement parts. I don't recommend wiping them with a rag because if they're damaged, you'll need to replace the entire ring gear unit. It's not expensive, but it's avoidable. So it's back to cotton bud detail. When clean, it should look something like this. Next, get to cleaning the driver unit. A toothbrush here is good, making sure not to brush against the pawls. The springs and pawls can be removed for a deeper clean, but I only do so when it's really dirty. Here it is clean. At the very least, you'll want the bearing races spotless. Round 3 cleaning is the transmission unit. To finish with something like this. Repeat the cleaning process of the non-drive bearings, shake your groove thing and let the bearings air dry. There are various internal hub greases on the market, but if you are going to go with Shimano, make sure not to confuse it with their roller brake grease. Come on Shimano, why are the bottles identical? Apply grease to the carrier unit and the planetary gears. Give it a few rotations to work the grease in. Continue on applying grease to the carrier unit pawls and the clutch. Don't be shy to be generous with the grease on the ring gear unit. Then fit it to the transmission assembly. Now, get on to greasing the driver unit. Refitting is a little tricky. Gently turning counterclockwise, press the pawls inwards to align them with the ratchet of the driver unit. This may take a few tries if you're new to this. Rotate the driver unit to make sure it's seated correctly. Apply grease to the race. Reassemble or replace the bearings. And add another grease layer. Clean and refit the cone and the lock nut. Adjust the cones and tighten accordingly. Time to regrease the hub body. A little tip here, it's easier to replace the cage than fit the bearings than it is to do it the other way around. Apply grease to them, the ring gear pawls, and the ring gear unit. Then make love to it. Refit the assembly unit, giving a few rotations to make sure it's seated properly. Refit the cone, the lock nut, adjust your cones and tighten accordingly. Refit the dust cap, then the sprocket. Now for the trickiest part, reseating the damn snap ring. This can be frustrating if it's your first time. The best approach is to hold one side of the ring in place with one hand, then use a flathead screwdriver like a tire lever, working the ring back in bit by bit, just like mounting a tight tire onto a rim. One last wipe, and there you have it. Thanks for watching and see you on the next installment.